All right, hey guys, happy Saturday, and it seems like every once in a while somebody's going to review this watch, and I've reviewed this watch before here on the channel, but I picked up a new version. I actually gave away my all-original black version of this watch, and I picked up this one. Just kind of wanted to try it out. So guys, if you know Casio watches, you've all seen this one, the F91W. This is actually the silver case model. Now, on the advertisements that I looked at, they called this stainless steel. I can tell you guys right off, it is not going to be a stainless steel case. Kind of like the World Timer in the silver case. That's what this is. It's kind of a silver painted case, I think is what they actually have. So on the little stand here, they give you the information about the watch. Inside the side of the stand here is all your instructions and paperwork for the watch. Pretty simple functionality on these F91Ws. Let's get it off the stand here if I can, and I'll show you some of that functionality. Real clean, simple little watch. I think the silver case kind of adds a little bit of pop to the watch. Definitely makes it stand out on the wrist a little bit more. I will get a wrist shot of this watch towards the end. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and we will take a look at the functionality of this watch. Sorry guys, I hit myself with a Sharpie there a little bit ago, getting stuff ready to ship out. But let's check this out. So this bottom button down here, this is going to be your mode button. So you push that, it'll show you the different functions. You have an alarm function on this watch. You have a stopwatch on this watch, which you use this button over here to stop and start it, or stop it. And then up here you use this button, which also doubles as the light, to clear it. And you've got this function here, which is of course your time setting. Now, if you go all the way through quickly and you get back to here, you can see in this function, you can actually set the time. And using this button, or actually I think it's the light button, yeah, you can move through the different settings. So you can actually set the month, you can set the date, you can set the day of the week. And then once you get it all set up, it'll just go back to the normal time setting function there. Real clean and simple watch. Now these watches, there's a lot of famous stuff with these watches. Supposedly Osama bin Laden was seen many times wearing an F91W. They've been used for timing devices for certain things, evil things and whatnot. But it's a really simple, clean watch, and probably one of the most, famous Casio watches out there, the F91W. It seems like you're going to see anyone from the mad genius to the millionaire wearing a watch like this. I mean, it's a watch that people really just appreciate. It's a really cool functioning piece. It does everything you need to do. Clean little resin band on this watch, as you guys can see. And I'm keeping it in the zoom mode because this watch is actually kind of small in the hand. So resin, buckle and stuff, they're going to probably be a weak point. It is pinned. But a simple, clean watch, lightweight, so you're probably not going to have a problem with that just because of the weight of the watch. The back side of this watch is probably the only actual piece of the watch that is stainless steel. It's just the stainless steel screw-down case back. Lets you know that this is a water-resistant watch. The model number, the F91W, made in China, of course. Now, these are water-resistant, and the crazy thing with these watches, guys, is if you watch YouTube videos out there, there's videos of people actually taking these things down to like 100 feet underwater and not having any kind of a problem at all. I know that there's people doing, I think people are actually doing like bubble mods to these where they're filling them with oil and doing all kinds of different stuff. I don't know if you can actually do that with these. Maybe I'm just talking silly, but cool, clean little watch. You can get these things for around $10, $15. I think this one was around $13 or $14 on eBay because the silver case was a little bit more expensive. But let me go ahead and get this watch on the wrist. As a matter of fact, I don't need to pause it to do that. Now I'm going to set this watch down here. I'm actually wearing a Tissot T-Touch, guys. Interesting watch. This is a racing T-Touch. Pretty cool watch, something I'm going to definitely review here on the channel in the near future, but it's huge compared to this. It's huge compared to the F91. I'm just putting it on the wrist here. I would imagine it's going to feel like nothing compared to that Tissot. So good size. I mean, this size, it's a 33 millimeter case from side to side on this. You got about 37, from end to end here. It's super thin, comes in like an 8 millimeters or something ridiculous of thickness, maybe even thinner than that. And you do have an 18 millimeter lug opening if you decide you want to change the strap on this watch. I've seen these watches on NATO straps. They look pretty cool. It's quite a bit of work to get them on a NATO strap just because it's so close to the case here. You either have to bend the pins or you have to use a very thin NATO strap and kind of really push those pins to get them to get back into the case. Actually a lot more work than I think it's worth. I think they fit and wear the best on these little factory resin bands like this. So I'm going to dim the lights. Actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm going to dim the lights and I'll show you guys really quick here the backlight function on the watch. Now it's up here at the top. And it's just this top button. So that's pretty much all you're going to get. It doesn't light up. It's actually just a little incandescent light over here to the side, or a little Could be a little diode or whatnot, but definitely a clean little watch. It's going to light up. It's going to do what you need it to do when you need it to do it. But the F91W, guys, just kind of Saturday, wanted another one of these in the collection. Every other one I've given away. A lot of these digital watch, guys, I wear them. You know, somebody comes over to the house, checks out the collection. I give them a watch to go away with just for the fun of it. Given a lot of watches like this to coworkers whose watches have broken and whatnot. So gave my last F91W away, and this is the new one, the little silver case model. So, all right, guys, that's it. Another Casio review here on the OFD channel. If you like it, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.